I forgot that I muted myself. Okay, thank you so much, Andreas. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna spend some
Let
time
me
with
let me
all
let me
of
let me
you.
say something very quickly. Connie was saying,
Sure.
what if someone starts to burst out crying? Now it disappeared already. Where is it? While imagining his happy moment, you need. I understand where you're coming from. That's a really good point you're bringing up there. You need to set the intention before you start doing it of only accessing happy memories. If you realize that memory is going into a negative state, break that state, jump up, walk around. But really try is a bad word, but attempt to really get states which consistently from beginning to end stay positive. Thank you for that, Connie. Okay, Armin, sorry.
Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is this: we are going to spend some time with our two speakers, and we are going to be answering any questions that you might have, anything that you would like to know from today's session. So maybe, guys, the floor is yours. If you do have any question to either Andreas or Bharati, right? This is the time for you to take the stage, right? If you are like shy and all that, you can put it in the chat, and I'll deliver the message on your behalf. But
Have you answered
seriously,
all the questions that were earlier?
there are a few more. Let me just look back up. There are a few comments that's very, very interesting here as well. Okay, hold on, yeah. Let me go back up. So for Bharati's side, most of it has already been answered. Um, but I'm quite interested to check out some of the statements that some of you guys put up here. So Meda, are you still here, Meda?
I think she's here, yeah.
She's here. Meda, where are you, Meda?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Hi. Yeah,
Hi.
it says here that it's been challenging for you. You've been locked in home for the last 10.5
Alone,
months.
alone, absolutely by myself, and actually
Right.
not even venturing out at all, almost. So
Right.
yeah,
Would you like any?
definitely very
Yeah,
true.
I'm sorry that I'm putting you on the spot right now, but I think that maybe if you want to ask anything, any tips on from Andreas or from Bharati, this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, sure. So, Bharti, you mentioned about oxytocin, and of course, I've been familiar with all of these hormones, but and I also know, and somebody mentioned hugaholic. I think I could identify with that as well. But what do you do when you're just home alone for the last full year with absolutely no access to a hug? How do you get oxytocin in that sense?
Yeah. It's a bit difficult. Yeah. But you know what we can do? There is a statement that people say, fake it till you make it. Yeah. I don't know if you know about laughter yoga, but that really helps me. So even if I'm alone, I stand right in front of the mirror and I just burst into laughing. I laugh and
Okay.
laugh and laugh and laugh, and it really gives you the DOST. And you will start laughing until you get that stomach cramps, and you will actually sweat it out. You know, when I actually run these trainings with my clients and all, initially everybody is so shy to laugh. You know, they laugh at each other because they all look so funny. We can actually give it a try here now later, you know, and you will see how everyone laughs, and then eventually it just becomes real. And you know, with digital, with all these Zoom facilities that we have made up, you know, Zoom me, Zoom Amin, Zoom Andreas will make you laugh. So you don't have to be alone. We can do a virtual hug. We can laugh together. We can crack some jokes. At the end of the day, just get the DOST pumping in, whatever it takes. Exercise or eating a bit of dark chocolates, eating fresh vegetables. All these things will increase and boost these levels up. And when you have these levels just floating in your body, you're not going to be thinking of negative feelings, negative thoughts. They're not going to come in because it remains in your body for 48 hours. So yeah,
Okay.
so do that.
Yeah,
Can I
yeah,
also say
yeah.
something? Meta,
Absolutely true.
Meta, can I give
Yes,
you also something?
yes, 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 please.
Remember the question I asked earlier. How could that current situation of being 10 and a half months alone at
Best.
home be the best what can happen to you right now? Early
Hmm.
on in MCO, somewhere June last year, I read one quote from some Sifu somewhere. He said, like, if you don't learn something during this locked away time, you don't have basically you don't have any excuse not to learn something right now. So what I would do right now is, being lonely is hard, but it's about you finding a purpose for yourself right now. Find out what research, what do people do, for example, who are yogis and living alone for many months in the mountains somewhere, also alone by themselves. What do they do to survive overall? Set a goal for yourself, what you want to achieve, where do you want to be in 5 years time, in 10 years time, and really start to and really make it a stretch goal and identify the resources you have within yourself. Secondly, also identify what do you need to learn in order to get that done, and then start building up those resources. That might mean getting online courses, getting into online business groups overall in order to connect with people to accelerate within yourself.
Right, good advice
Thank
there.
you.
Good advice.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
So before I go on with the rest of the questions, so guys, I forgot to do this just now, right? What are some of the lessons that you got from Andrea's session just now? Right? Maybe you can put it in the chat. If there's something that you learned from Andrea's session, one thing that you learned, what would that be? Right? Andreas, while they are typing, maybe I'll address one of the questions from Wanzin. She asks, what is the first thing that you do when you're awake to set intention, prep the state, and what is the last thing you do before you sleep? It's a good question, I think.
I'm up always. I'm be very surprised with me, okay? What I'm saying next, okay? I'm getting up in the morning time. I don't quite set intention, but I'm getting up. Really, that's kind of setting. I like the question because how you get up in the morning time, that's the pace for the day. Absolutely, okay? If you're waking up in the morning time and think, oh gosh, another day, I don't know what to do, and what a bloody day is going on, that will be the course for the day, because you're speaking directly to your unconscious mind still when you're in this drowsy little state. I'm waking up and I'm excited, honestly speaking, of what can I do? What is a day doing for me already overall? I create my day. It's about creating, not happening to me, but I want to create a good day every single day. And I have fun because I'm the first one in my family get up. So I have the time to play with my cat because she's waiting for me. And I'm running around. She's chasing me. I'm chasing her. We're playing tag. We are really playing tag, okay? She's running and hiding away. And then I'm walking to her and I'm crawling her and she's hitting my hand a little bit and I walk away and she's running out of her cover and hitting me a little bit. And then we are chasing each other and she's out of breath and goes back to sleep. And I have my morning coffee then. Seriously, that's my morning time overall, okay? Takes about 5 minutes, okay? While I have my coffee and my cornflakes in the morning time, I'm relaxing and I'm playing through my mind, how do I want to run my day? I do know the night before already, but I'm replaying it again. And then I'm starting overall. In the evening time, I do know that the time when just before you fall asleep is a time when your mind is wide open. That is a time when I'm dreaming, starting a dream, so to speak. And I'm dreaming about my future. I'm creating what I want to create in my mind already, because then I do know that my unconscious mind is starting to make the changes within yourself. I promise you guys, what happened to you sometimes when you were younger or older right now, that you had a problem at your daytime and you went to bed, and how often did you wake up in the middle of the night or you dreamt wonderful solutions to your problem in the middle of the night? Because your unconscious mind delivers powerful solutions to you in the middle of the night. Your unconscious mind is the most active in the middle of the night. So, hey, when you have a challenge, not a problem, but a challenge, ask your unconscious mind, give me some solutions overnight. And then wait what happens throughout the night. Train your mind up to deliver your solutions. It's your goal getter. Your mind is supposed to serve you. I hope once in that was helping you a little bit.
Yeah, if I can add on to what Andreas mentioned, very aptly and very accurately explained. So whatever we do, basically, we want to create the positive emotions. So when we get up and we react positively and happily. So I think a lot of us can have the feeling of gratitude. I think with the pandemic happening, if there's one thing that you can do is when you get up in the morning, have the feeling of being grateful for what you have. to be grateful that you are waking up in the morning with a shelter on your head, with be able to have food on your table, because there are many people out there who have lost their jobs and who just don't know what to do. So
Write
that
it
is
down. Yes, 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 yes. Keep going, keep going. Yes.
all right. So for me, that has been my secret weapon, actually, being grateful every day that it just passes and we are all safe and we can survive, you know. And another thing that has really helped me, especially when I was doing my weight loss journey, is before you sleep at night, you got to tell yourself what you're going to do the first thing in the morning. I must get up in the morning and do this. It's not that I will try. You know, I think Andreas will concur with that. You know, how you how you program your mind, and how do you want to enlarge that part of the amygdala with positive responses and positive emotions using positive affirmative words. So I've started using words like, I must do this, I am going to do this, not I will, or I'm not sure, or we will see about it. And you know, it really works. The night I make up my mind, I want to get up in the morning for the run, and I tell myself, I must wake up, I will wake up. But when I don't say it, let's go back to bed. It's okay. I have tomorrow again.
I want to add on something. She said something so important, so incredibly important. And I want to add on a little bit more. Create a gratitude journal. That means write it down and make it emotional. Really take 5 minutes. It doesn't take long, 5 minutes in the morning time or in the evening time. I like to do it in the evening time, of what were you grateful for, and write it down with a date and overall. Why is that important? Because, hey, when life is coming up to you a month from now or 2 months from now or 3 months from now, and you have written down 20, 30, 40 different gratefulness statements of what made you grateful, you can go back to that journal you wrote down and you relive the situation. It's instantly popping in your face, and you can't stay sad or worried for a long time, because, again, as I mentioned in this exercise I did earlier, you are reliving your emotional states. Be grateful is one of the most important states to have. Awesome interaction.
Yeah.
Interaction, Baradi.
Yeah, yeah. And it's easier said than done. I know we are all going through a very rough phase in life, and the only thing is we can just remind ourselves with the positive things. So whenever we are lost, I mean, I get lost, I go down, I get affected by all these emotions, but I quickly get a pen and I write down, no, this is what I have, this is what I am, this is what I've achieved, and there's no one that's going to take this away from me, and live by it, and take one day at a time. And if you're 70 years old, so what if 1 year is dedicated to COVID-19? Live that another 69 years to your fullest. So perhaps this is just a break for all of us, just to think, to reflect, to look back, and perhaps to create new path and new journey for ourselves. So look at it out of the box and look at it from a different perspective. If you're all alone at home, Megha, there are some people who don't even have a home to be in, who are out in the streets. So I look at it from a different perspective, from a different angle, and always focus on the positive. Remember, my angle is always try to build the positive emotions, because if you enlarge the positive emotions in your amygdala, your reaction, your responses, your mental state, and what you decide will always be positive as well.
And didn't we always complain before COVID how heavy the traffic goes? Oh, yo, traffic jam again. Oh, yo, late again because traffic is so heavy. Oh, God, got stuck somewhere. And now we don't have that excuse anymore.
Right.
I think yes, I mean.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andrea. So maybe there's something that you wanted to give to them. There's something that you want to share, right, Andreas?
Yes. I give you something special right now. Okay. I gotta do the screen share, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think there's a question by Connie: how to turn my mind off in order to get rid of overthinking when I'm going to bed.
What is it
going? You want to take that?
You want to take that, or I didn't hear that right now.
How to turn my mind off in order to get rid of overthinking when I'm going to bed. That's interesting.
Okay.
That's a very interesting question.
First of all, I don't know when is the last time before you sleep that you look at your handphone or your screen. Most people say don't look at it before. Most people still look at it anyway. Get bored while you sleep. And what I want to say by that one is really about, you can always only think one thought at a time. that means to really, and it will take some time to make that happen for yourself, but start to count backwards slowly. 199. 98. I don't want to continue, otherwise it gets very. It's an hypnotic induction again. I want to hypnotize you here right now. And I know you are going to not necessarily make it all the time overall, but it's about you focusing, counting those numbers quietly in your mind. When you're realizing your mind still runs away, then you're seeing the 99 on a whiteboard and you're wiping it off in a very nice, careful manner. See yourself wiping it off like a teacher was wiping off a blackboard or a whiteboard. Then you're writing on that whiteboard 98. And then you see yourself wiping it away again. And I promise you, by the time you reach 95 or 90 or whatever, you going to snore away. Try it out and let me know how it goes. I'm not in the middle of the night.
Right. So while Andreas is preparing,
prepare already.
Prepare already. Okay. So Andreas,
I want to share something with you because we are talking about stress overall. And hey, I'm running a membership site. Of course, I want to sell something to you. And I do know sometimes we need to have some additional tools that allows us to get better in managing our internal states. So I have a couple of years ago, years ago, I think time flies, I created a course called Bust Stress Now. Very easy course. And in this course, you would get 10 video courses on how to bust a straight. You get a one downloadable hypnotic recording to relax you really deeply. You get an ebook to read anywhere, anytime, and you would get access to our mastermind group as well. So if you want, you can purchase this course. It's only $18 US, not ringgit, US dollar. And you can get it. You can take a screenshot of this one. It's at HTTPS. I think S should be S there, but it doesn't really matter. bit.ly/bust_stress_now. And if you're getting it, and I promise you, you are going to feel real good along that way. There's the 10 video courses, not 10 video courses, 10 modules, sorry about that. 10 modules on how to bust through stress. Hypnotic recording. It's a recording, I think, is about 20 minutes or 15 minutes overall. An ebook to read anywhere, anytime. And the best part is I'm really regularly updating those sessions. For example, this course here right now, I might just post it in there. I think this one has already been updated recently. So I'm always updating my course that I do have here right now. That's the one part. Take a screenshot of it. Let me know if you really want to have it overall. Anything else? I mean, should I continue?
Yeah, go ahead, because I'm going to close it afterwards with Bharati's.
Exactly.
Yes.
Then along that line, what I also want you to do, take a screenshot of this one. It's a survey where you might get a conversation with me or Bharati overall. The survey is also, see, it's HTTPS. Stressful times. It's a 5-minute survey. Fill it out. And I think you also you will get to something called Digital Mind Mastery. It's a domain that I own, so you're not getting carried away out of my empire, but it's belonging to me. So you're still in the same style overall. Fill out that survey. I'm curious about how you feel most of the time right now. And if you would like to have a conversation with me or Bharati at a later stage along this, well, I just took you in, Bharati, as well. Not sure if you saw that, and I hope it's okay with you.
I like the way you call my name Bharati.
Isn't it Bharati? How do I pronounce your best? I'm sorry.
Oh, that's very nice. I've always had issues with my name as I was growing up. The Chinese, they don't pronounce my name very well. I'm either Balti or Baldi or Balati. So I really like the way you pronounce it. So Bharati is nice.
Okay, I'm pronouncing it in German right now. Bharati. In German, you would say Bharati. That's a German overall, okay?
I'm getting stressed.
Okay, I think that's it. I mean, I'm stopping my share here right now. I hope you guys.
Yeah, so I'm going to continue sharing as well. Hold on. So we are almost at 10 p.m. So again, guys, please get connected to either Bharati, Andreas. If you want to connect with me, also can. Right? We are available. Yeah, we are all available in LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the go-to place for me, for Andreas, and also for Bharati as well. Do drop us a message. Now, Thank you so much. So maybe before we end the session tonight, so guys, if there's one takeaway that you get from the whole entire night, right? If there's one action that you're going to take after this, let's talk about action, right? What would you do? What would it be? So let's put it in the chat, right? Let's put it in the chat. Let's share our action plan after tonight's session. What would that be for you?
Or anybody wants to unmute themselves and say something. Also,
Yeah, if you want to unmute yourself and say something, go ahead, right?
Jumping on the trampoline.
positive memories. Look at the silver lining to every situation. Thank you, Andreas. Be more positive. See inside me. Good. Playing with a cat. Well, that's already behind. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Thank you, and
overnight.
Yes.
thank you, Bharati. This is Rose. Thank you, Bharati.
Hi,
Thank
Rose.
you, Andreas.
Thank you.
Okay, and thank you, host. I didn't get your name, so sorry.
Amin.
Amin, yeah, wonderful sharing. Thank you.
I
Thanks,
enjoyed it.
Rose.
Thank you.
Love
We always
you.
planned it for 1 hour, but it's like, but you are still here, and that just simply means somehow along that line, Amin, Bharati, and a little bit of me, we must have done something nice to you as well. Or I would not like to say your life must be very boring that you stay on. I would say we have managed some beautiful impressions onto you along that line.
So before we go, maybe what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this, right? We're gonna take a group photo together, right?
Oh yes,
Alright.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
On camera, guys, ladies and gentlemen.
On camera, guys.
Switch on your
Yes, yes,
cameras.
yes,
Where's
please, yes.
your best
That is
look.
always the best. Best look, best positive smile.
Best
All right.
positive smile.
Yes, Tiff, do that.
Let's do that. Okay, let's do one formal one first. Okay, 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, one more time, right? Let me do this again. Okay. Well, I like onesie in one.
Oh wow, yay.
Okay, cool. Guys, if you want to put your makeup or you want to put any special effect, do it now. Okay, we're gonna do one more time. Okay, this one we go wild, okay? Right, ready? 1, 2, smile. Okay. We are done for tonight.
One screen
Thank
only.
you so
Yes,
much.
okay, one screen only. All right. Thank you so much for
Right.
coming, ladies and gentlemen. I really enjoyed the session, and I hope you create an awesome life. The Bharati and I, we're always there for you. If you have got a question, feel free to just reach out to us, to me, Amin, or Bharati. Bharati, shout out something else.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Love you guys, and just keep smiling, laugh, lots of laughter, and be happy. This
Amin.
moment will not be there forever, and change is constant. Yeah, so keep moving forward.
Amin and Bharati, stay 1 more minute, please.
Yes, sure. Okay, guys. Thank you. Good night. Have
Good
a great
night
weekend.
and good
Thank
night.
you,
and
Andreas.
have an
Thank you,
awesome
Amin.
Sunday.
Thank you, Bharati.
You online.
Good night. Good night,
night.
everyone.
Good night, good night, good night, good night. You are awesome, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, you stayed back till 10. Wow.
Yay. My football's starting already.